Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this podcast, that means that we either screwed up, the apocalypse has happened, or we just couldn't quite record another podcast given the holidays. So this is an emergency podcast. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope the apocalypse has not happened. Yay! Jesus, TJ, you need to go to the bathroom or something?
Whoa. I would just like to point out to the people listening that he was doing that before I started recording as well. For I'd say maybe 20 more seconds. Jesus.
It wasn't that long. Jesus.
It felt long.
That's what she said?
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
You want to meet up at the office down there in a minute, Tyler?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, God.
So
we should get this started before we disturb everyone.
3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Shifty Key Podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have...
Dewey Novak.
Again, sure, why the fuck not?
TDBTyler.
And hello again, JayJustice.
Narcissist.
Wow.
Sorry.
Just so the audience understands, this is the second time we record this specific podcast because, TeamSpeak, doing stuff.
It's so annoying.
Proper stuff.
I'm going to stick it into the you-know-where,
That's what she said.
Stick it in.
Well, I can't say... If I announce that we have an Easter egg, if you find it after the credits.
It's about 20 people just realized, what? There's stuff after the podcast?
I think we mentioned Easter eggs before.
We have.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Another Easter egg? Big booty bitches, I got big booty bitches. What? Big booty bitches. What?
My connection is just fucking dire right now.
Diarrhea.
It's dire, not diarrhea. But
is it a dire wolf?
Is it a diarrhea wolf?
It keeps on doing it when Luis is talking.
Can you imagine how a diarrhea wolf would be? It's like a wolf shitting himself all over.
It sounds like something from Castle Crashers. You ever seen the scene where the deer go running across the screen and they're just shitting everywhere?
And you have to ride one against a boss.
Yeah, if you're doing 4-player co-op, one person gets to ride the deer that's shitting itself.
Hey Tyler.
Uh-huh.
How's your connection?
Oh, I don't know. It's so annoying.
Could you stop that?
The whole time we've been on TeamSpeak waiting to record, my connection has been great. The moment I start recording, every time Luis talks, every time you talk, your sentence kind of just stops, cuts, and then starts playing later.
I think it's because your internet cannot handle me.
I mean, it's because you're Brazilian.
Oh,
that was racist.
Shots fired.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, Brazilian?
What do you mean, third world country? Jesus, Tyler.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. But
what do
your
you mean,
sentence got cut off.
Bullshit. I know what I said.
What's that about, Tyler? You racist fuck.
Whoa, TJ.
Yeah,
wait, I was going to say, is this the live reading of Cards Against Humanity?
Just because you go, Tyler, I didn't realize you said, and then insert incredibly offensive comment here. Doesn't mean that it's okay.
Then you shouldn't have said it. That's why it's not okay.
Yeah, Tyler, what's wrong with you?
I didn't say it. He's saying I said it.
Jeez, Tyler.
You know what? We'll just leave the podcast audience to make their own decisions. Why don't we, Tyler?
Yeah. So, hey, answer in the comments. Do you think Tyler should stop saying such horrible things about Furbies?
Everything.
Yeah, it's about everything as well.
Put in the comments whether or not you think Tyler should stop talking for the rest of December.
or whenever this podcast comes out.
Be careful what you wish for. Get it? Because Tyler's gonna travel and he won't be able to record.
I think he actually stopped talking. Oh, wait, no.
No, that was my connection.
You know,
What?
maybe
What did you say
if
about my mother?
Wow.
Fuck you. Just because my connection's cut off means I can't hear you, not the other way
Wait.
around.
You told his mom to go for... Jesus, Tyler, stop it.
What? You can't throw me under the bus. It's been literally 5 minutes.
We can do that much faster.
Maybe this is a
We should
large
try on the
bus.
next
You
podcast.
don't know.
I love as well that they are this respectful towards their editor. Motherfuckers, I can change all your voices around. You do realize this.
So you realize you can make me sound even more attractive. Thank you. I'm okay with this.
Oh.
Mhm.
See, he said narcissist earlier. TJ did. I'm just filling in, you know?
How'd you bow well?
I just like throwing words around. You know, like Nazi and narcissist and mother.
I thought you were about to continue with words that start with N.
Yeah.
This is the alphabet
I'm not-
according to TJ, starting
This
from
is a
N.
Jeopardy category.
Words that start with N.
For 200, Alex.
I wonder, have you guys ever listened to the song by Blackalicious? Fuck, what's the name of it? It's something related to the alphabet.
Not a clue.
Nope.
Is
Oh,
it that
okay,
rap
yeah.
song that has the alphabet in it and it's just
Yes.
the whole thing is the alphabet? Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
Didn't Daniel Radcliffe sing it recently?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, TJ could probably work on a version of that. But you know, with TJ-isms.
What? Huh?
Yeah, you
is
know,
for
like
what?
shouting Nazi all of a sudden.
I don't shout Nazi all of a sudden.
Okay,
Just apparently when it's on a podcast, you know, for
Yeah,
people
you
to
don't
listen to.
shout, just yell Nazi all of a sudden. I'm sorry.
I didn't just yell Nazi. I used it as an example.
Of Tyler's blatant racism.
Exactly. See, Jay gets it.
I said... Oh! Did you get the names confused? Sorry, I was a second behind on that. I was like, I didn't say anything racist.
No, he was talking about you. Don't worry.
No, I'm
Tyler's a
pretty sure he meant you.
racism guy.
No, I was talking about you because TJ was saying that you're a blatant racist. I was just, bringing it back around.
Okay.
Hey,
let's-
Tyler.
This whole thing is being edited.
Let's
Yeah,
just make
because
one
of
thing
me.
very clear. Tyler is not actually racist, at least as far as we know.
Yeah, I think anyway.
So apparently we didn't make that clear at all. We don't know.
Yeah. But the accusations here are false. Let's just make that clear. Are they though?
Yay, my connection's better, so I can make a point for myself.
Too late.
Oh god, yeah.
I am
So,
not racist,
how do you guys
but I
feel
hate
about bubblegum?
one particular person in Brazil.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that too deep? Sorry,
Tyler.
Brazil.
Hate? I mean, dislike is one thing. Hate, that is a particularly
Hate is
strong
kind
word.
of strong.
Yeah, it's just like love is a strong word. Hate is even stronger, especially when you say it to their faces in the same podcast. I mean, who
Tyler?
is the guy
Wow.
from Brazil I'm referring to?
Tyler,
Yeah,
you're a cool guy, and people say nice things
Yeah.
about you.
I love you.
I'm sorry,
This
baby.
one,
I
Luis
love
just
you.
leaves the podcast while he's recording.
My feels.
I don't even have words right now.
It was that romantic. And I just sent a message to Louise saying, beep, I bet Louise hasn't disabled the sound packs.
How about you find out when you're editing this?
How about why can you just go to disable them?
You know what? I think I found a better way of messing with Tyler.
I bet $20 on red.
I put $20 on blue just to be annoying. I mean black. I mean...
Oh.
Great.
Whoa.
Wow. What's wrong with color with you? What is this?
No, because I got red versus blue on the mind.
And
I
then all of a
said
sudden it went to
blue.
red versus black. What are you saying?
Roulette has red and black and green.
I am tempted to
Green?
make
Why
another
didn't you
joke
go to
that would
green
just
then?
On the Ninja
make
Turtles.
this
What did they ever
worse.
do to you?
Do you know... Do you know why I didn't go to green? Because there's only one number that has green with it. The odds of getting it is incredibly low.
That's actually
That's
a reason
why
why
I
I
did
don't play roulette. There's way too much of an opportunity to lose. I prefer blackjack. It's not tough to get to 21.
I mean, most
I won't read that,
casino
Luis.
games... yeah, stop making messages. Most casino games, there's an element of skill / luck or whatever you want to call it, but it's in your hands, like blackjack. If you've got a certain strategy, you can
Like
do pretty good at
masturbation?
it. If you play poker really well, you can do a pretty good job of it. Roulette,
I think that just goes back to Luis's comment. You
you're
just
playing
walked
with
right
luck.
over.
Oh yeah, I didn't even pay any attention to it.
Yes,
because it
masturbation you
cut
can
him
take
out.
into your own hands, and poker you can take that into your own hands too, and beat the dealer or whoever you may have to be
Gosh.
playing against.
Beat them with a
Luis-
wooden.
Yeah,
peg.
being the dealer in the masturbation context is much
Louis, I
more.
got to ask.
Oh God, that's not what it sounds like when you put beating the dealer with masturbation.
So I guess when you're playing poker against the dealer, your best hand is a full house.
Oh god.
I'll see myself
Your
out.
best hand is your left hand.
What was I going to say? Luis,
Yes,
from your perspective, can you
Yes.
hear everyone okay?
I can.
That's perfect, because every now and then I'm only catching bits of the sentences. TJ, don't keep on messaging Bing to make noises for the fucking thing that I have to edit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
God damn you guys. It's like you just want me to punch you.
You know what? I think I'll do something better because a while, like right after I sent that last message, I turned off the sounds, but I may
Oh,
or
thank
may
fuck.
not reactivate them
No!
randomly. Oh,
I like
yes.
them gone.
Dong.
I mean, to be fair, you
dear.
did ask, not to send Bing, and I sent Google. I mean, it is a competitor, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, does anybody have any serious topics they wish to discuss tonight?
Fire alarm.
What?
Fire alarms. And
What is-
faulty
Oh.
fire alarms.
Oh, I thought you meant maybe this was an RTX edition.
I didn't
Oh,
understand
yeah.
what you said the first time. I'm like, I thought you said Vadam from Halo, and I'm like, that doesn't make any
Vadam?
sense. Tyler doesn't play Halo.
I actually thought he
Oh.
said forearms. I was like, why? Are we going back to masturbation that quick?
No, you see, the muscle used most is in your elbow, not your forearm.
Wait, audience, if you can hear beeping, it's because Luis decided not to talk to us and only talk through the fucking message board. So he's probably making loads of beeping sounds.
One of these
All
days,
you
we should
have
have an
to listen to
all-visual
now-
podcast. Just take
God
a
damn.
screen capture of the the little chat box and just have people read the entire podcast.
Yeah, if we print screen it, we can't have that one particular message there.
Yes.
Luis will now be replaced for the end of the entire podcast by R2D2. Beep, boop, boop.
Hey, respect people's mothers.
And Tyler's going to be C-3PO because he has a British accent.
That's not a
Ew.
British accent. That's a very robotic accent from the planet of wherever he was made.
Can you imagine
Have you
Darth
seen
Vader
Star Wars?
with a different accent?
Yeah.
Just think about that for a second. Darth Vader with a redneck accent. Go for it.
Luke, I'm your daddy.
I'm your father.
What in the hell? Oh!
That's like a redneck
Darth
Gavin.
No, that's Hank Hill from King of the Hill. He's a
Luke
good show.
Skywalker is now played by
Oh,
Hank
oh,
Hill.
No, Luke Skywalker
Yeah.
now played by Bobby. God
Oh,
dang
no.
it, Bobby! Chops off his hand. Spoiler alert.
How could you like that film is like
Wow.
really old, but how could you spoil the best bit? That's like telling me and everyone here that the Titanic sank.
Anybody
However-
who hasn't watched Star Wars but is still listening to this podcast, they either don't care or they've been lying to themselves that they do care.
Or maybe, and just maybe, you should get off your butt, pause the podcast, watch all the 6 movies, and then you come back to the podcast.
All 6 movies and the Clone Wars series.
Yes, and you do have time for
Actually,
that.
no,
Stop
I think
lying
you
to
guys should
yourself.
just stay here and listen to the podcast. No, you don't. No, don't. Star Wars is
Okay,
long,
so-
longer than our podcasts.
So wait until the podcast ends, then watch the 6 episodes, then the Clone Wars series, play the games, and then come back.
Technically,
Read the novel.
Technically, we have more hours. If you just look at the video, like just the movies, you don't need to look at all the production time before then. But if you just look at the movies, we have more audio time than the entire Star Wars series. So that makes us better than them.
Wow.
That's a long stretch right at the end.
Mind-blowing.
But here's
Right
the
at the
question.
end.
Here's the question, though. Do we have more hours of entertainment?
Yes.
Probably not. I mean,
we have a Luis.
we need a theme. We need like a John Williams theme in the background the whole time.
I mean,
yeah.
We have to we change one note so we don't get copyrighted.
We could use one of those for the questions.
as well.
And maybe have me singing it, but then you guys do some audio magic, and then it sounds like a John Williams thing.
Oh yeah, because we can all produce like John Williams. Says the musician.
Tyler can play guitar.
Of course you can.
Luis can play guitar.
I mean, it's John Williams though. He has like orchestras and like violins and Gregorian chants.
I can do a
behind him and
violin. I can do a Gregorian chant. Oh.
No. Hank Hill. Oh!
shit. I love listening to Gregorian chants that are in different languages and imagining that they're saying something else in English that just doesn't make any sense. Like, I can't remember which one it was, but there was something that just goes rectus, and I'm like, rectum.
When I think Gregorian chant, all I can think of is Halo.
Anus. Wait, what?
Oh.
You know,
Ace Ventura?
Oh, no, I said Halo.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, the way that it sounded, like,
That's because I'm not
it
singing.
sounded just like the Ace Ventura chant. It just said, alrighty then.
Oh, and he goes on for ages.
Okay, you know what? I actually do have some news.
so Jay.
I was gonna let
Sorry,
him finish.
I love
was a
that
good
song.
Okay, go on, TJ.
Copyrighted the Shifty Keys.
Oh, this has been blocked by Microsoft.
I use different notes, like a different instrument. So technically, it would be a cover.
This is a fan-made thing.
The dubstep edition.
Big booty bitch. Halo. Star Wars.
Well, it's actually funny that you
Inception.
mention Halo, because apparently news figures are in for the holiday season for November. Top in the list this year is the Xbox One, selling 1.2 million units.
Starting to catch up on
month.
PS4.
Do you think?
I like
say,
this.
do you think that the $50, obviously the $50 price cut and the bundles helped for
Definitely.
for this past month of November? Well, or November 2014, whenever this comes out.
Yeah, so whenever this comes out.
We already, like, who cares if it's dated?
Yeah. Where do you see this going from here? I mean, do you see Microsoft keeping the momentum going?
Yeah, I can see it because they kept the momentum going with the Xbox 360. Well, I'm not gonna lie to everybody here.
I've just thought of something.
We're not trying to start a flame war. We're just looking at the things, and I believe that our audience are good people and they won't hate us for this. We're just
steal stuff.
talking stuff. What does that have
They're
to
good
do with?
people. They won't steal stuff.
I'm okay.
He's confused now.
But yeah, I think Xbox will keep the momentum. Because if you tried to compare it to the last gen launch where Xbox 360 had a huge advantage over PS4, mainly because it started off with mainly because of the price difference. And I think that kind of had something to do with it on this gen, but the difference is PlayStation never really caught up to the Xbox. Like, I think it was just towards the end of the generation. And the only reason that PlayStation got ahead was because Microsoft had a really bad, they didn't communicate with their audience very well.
I don't really think it was much of a communication as much as it was, all right, so this is what it's going to do, and you're going to just listen to us. And here's what it's not going to do, and you're still going to love us. Wait, why are you leaving?
Yeah,
why are you going? Why am I drinking alone?
They were kind of under the assumption that we're already on top. You know, everybody's automatically going to buy it. They didn't assume that they were... They assumed that, you know, nobody would leave them. And then they did.
Oh.
And they were alone.
I just had a thought.
I knew I smelled something burning.
This is probably going to be released after Christmas, so people are going to know how well the Xbox is doing. So feel free to comment in to say, TJ, you were right, well done. Or, TJ, you were fucking wrong.
I mean, if I'm right, please feel free to praise me as the god you know I am. But
you call me narcissistic.
But, you know, if I'm wrong, just keep your damn whore mouth shut.
Now, I gotta admit, after Black Friday, within reason, I ended up picking up an Xbox One and Destiny, and I've got to admit, I'm really enjoying it. I was kind of sold on it because more of my friends are playing Destiny and have the Xbox One than the PlayStation 4, so that was kind of a big thing. And yeah, the price absolutely sold it for me. Being able to get the White Sunset Overdrive bundle for $330, you couldn't beat that. Even if I wanted the Master Chief Collection, which is technically 4 games, albeit possibly broken still, or the Assassin's Creed bundle, they just had it this year. If Sony had lowered it maybe another $20 or $30, made it a little bit more competitive, it'd be different.
Yeah. I don't think that any one console is going to get the lead after the holidays. I imagine that it's going to balance out and that it's going to stay pretty even. Because right now, all the hardcore people, like all the hardcore Flame War people, have already taken their side. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've taken their side on YouTube.
At this point, it's come down really to the parents who are deciding, you know, which console am I going to get my, you know, brat? Which console am I going to get?
No, hey, you never called them brat. My precious child.
Yes, their precious, completely unique child for Christmas, and they're gonna go with the cheapest option, most likely, unless their kid really begs for, you know, one or the other. Which if it's his first console, he probably isn't. But
Mommy, I want a Wii U. Well, you're getting an Xbox. Dear God.
Dude,
Mommy,
PlayStation
I want to
Xbox,
play
dear
Nintendo
God.
Wii. You're not my child.
that's what I'll say to my kid.
No, like the Nintendo
you want to
Wii-
play Mario? You're getting an Xbox, and you're gonna play Halo. You little shit.
You're gonna get it and you're gonna like it. I would actually do probably a first console would have probably been the Wii U, especially for the advantage of, oh, you want to play Mario? All right, sit down, look down at the screen while I actually watch Big Boy TV.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
That's part of the really good part. You can plug. I don't know if you can plug in a headset to it, but if you can, just looking down at the Wii U gamepad while your parents are watching something else, it'd be like, oh look, perfect. Everybody gets what they want.
Shh. Nintendo are going to hear you, and they're going to add that to their marketing campaign now. They're like,
I think they
get this for
already
your kids.
Completely ignore your kids with
Completely
Nintendo
ignore your
Wii.
kids.
We would like to play while you do nothing.
We would like to watch the kid play in the corner and do nothing while we watch TV.
Do you want to play a real console and get your kid out of your hair? Then buy a Wii.
You know who's really going to be excited to be playing a new console? China.
Oh yeah, what was it they were getting?
Sony has announced today they're going to sell the PlayStation 4 in China next month in January for the first time in 14 years.
Well,
oh wow.
Holy shit.
Has Xbox always been sold in China?
No. Xbox started selling back in September. China banned foreign consoles around 2000 because they did their own studies and saw the whole idea of video games on kids, and they were like, nope, we're closing this down.
Fuck you, China.
This past year, the rules kind of got relaxed a little bit, and Xbox beat Sony to the punch and released in China, I think it was September. Sales haven't really been really good for the Xbox, but it's not an easy one either way. China has to approve any game that's sold on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. Microsoft's only selling 10 games right now in China.
Yeah, I saw an article recently about they're releasing a new Borderlands game specifically for China called Borderlands Online, and it's like basically an exact copy of the original Borderlands 1 game. They just kind of like reskinned each character and gave them different names. And we're like, okay, China's probably gonna end up writing their own story for it. That's
probably
all
That'd be
propaganda
cool.
and stuff.
Do you think Dynasty Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, do you think that would sell over in China?
I don't know. I've never played Dynasty Warriors.
I would see it more because it's more of a feudal Japan kind of thing. I see it being obviously across the sea a little bit, but it's gotta sell. I mean, it does have the history, you know.
It depends. They're not going to sell anything that would possibly promote any sort of like all the best games that we have in America are all the revolution, fight the man, you know, save the planet.
Oh yeah.
In
you
China,
can't have any of that.
China, it's going to be like, yeah, don't do that thing you're doing. Just get back to work.
If it was North Korea, can you imagine the one and only game that would be allowed on there?
Borderlands. No, North Korea lands.
No, Tales from the Borderlands Dear Leader Edition.
Kim Jong lands.
Handsome Kim Jong-un.
And it's not even a game. It's not even a game. It's like a PNG file of his face.
Every character is Kim Jong-un.
Yes, the North Korea version of Skyrim is just fantastic. I used to be a dictator like you until I'm still a dictator like you.
I used to be the son of a dictator. Now I am a dictator.
And you know who's the last boss?
America.
Well, I was going for the failed nuclear missile, but yeah, sure, whatever.
If you were playing, it would be a dragon with the president's head.
No, it would be a dragon. It would be a dragon with big ears, and then its wings made the American flag.
And you know what it breeds? Freedom.
I was about to say, the name of the boss is Freedom.
It shoots freedom balls at you.
No, the name of the boss would be Merca.
I don't know
it would be
spelled
like
anymore.
Murrka. Merca.
Merca, apostrophe.
Oh, one other amendment to that Sony in China thing. They're also going to sell the PlayStation Vita. You know, for all those 4 people out there that may have it.
Ooh.
5 after it's in China.
But hey, you guys know what's funny about Skyrim in North Korea?
What?
There's not much character customization, and also regarding names, they actually give you options. So it's either Kim Jong-un or the Great Leader. That's it.
I heard they actually have less options than that. They've got much less options than that, actually.
Wait,
I don't believe
is
they
this an
even get a
actual
console.
Now you do realize
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can't believe you bought that. Wow.
You guys sounded so serious for a second.
I'm like,
they don't even have TVs
I was like, is there
over
an
there, I'm
article
sure.
I forgot? No, they have TVs. They just broadcast.
Please tell me there's a mod for the PC based on that.
No, I was going to say the next Skyrim DLC for North Korea is the Dennis Rodman edition.
Wow.
I can just imagine it being a GIF. Just of Kim Jong-un just on the spot, just looking straight back at them. I don't know.
Instead of Dragonborn, it's the Kim Jong-born.
Grand Theft Kim.
Oh, Jesus. We're about 5 seconds away from all getting nuked.
Fuzroda?
No,
let's see them try.
We're just trying to get hacked like Sony.
Can you imagine what the Olympics would be like if it was hosted in North Korea?
Yes. There will be North Korea, and North Korea, South North Korea, and no, that's it. And
No, dog. You forgot about the most hood part of North Korea, South Central.
So, on an unrelated note...
Booty bushes! Sorry, what?
on an unrelated note, my brother just walked in with 3.5 gallons of ice cream and put it on my desk.
You know what to do.
Thanks, Jack.
All we're going to hear in the next 30 minutes is Tita. Oh, God, I can't.
No, I don't want... It's just sitting here.
Eat it.
I don't want to eat it. I'm doing a podcast.
Shut up.
I have a
Eat
podcast.
it.
I'm eating podcast pizza while doing a podcast. You can eat podcast ice cream.
What am I gonna do? Just shove the tubs in my face? I'm in my room.
Use your hands. You have a spoon? Something? Anything curved?
He just took them away.
Use your feet.
Do you have a mouth?
The good brother giveth and the good brother taketh away.
Bye, Jack.
Shout out to you, bro.
No!
Are you guys horses now?
Having a wonderful time.
How long have we been going? Do you guys want to move to questions, or is it too early?
It's a bit soon, I guess. We started at like 10:40 my time. 10:40, 10:50.
Well, I guess no holds barred considering it's an emergency podcast. And plus, aren't we planning on giving each other questions?
Oh, yeah. So,
that might take
audience, as the PSA beforehand stated, this is an emergency podcast, so we are kind of going to switch things around a bit.
Guess what date this was recorded? Sorry.
Yes, try to guess. We won't tell you. So instead of asking questions asked by you guys, and who knows when you're going to listen to this, we're going to ask each other, questions, and we'll answer the questions we ask ourselves. Kind of like, why are we here? What is life? What is the meaning of ice cream? And that kind of stuff.
How big is your penis?
Well,
wow.
Well, he did ask, so go for it, buddy. Tyler, you're up.
No. I don't want to use up my question.
So
I
ice
don't want
cream,
that to be my
right?
question.
Tyler's going to edit this out.
Yes. No, leave it.
Do you know what's kind of funny?
Tyler, you can leave
lagged.
the penis in, but
No, I
take the
didn't hear what
lizards
he
out. Get it?
Oh, well, Tyler didn't hear what we said, so never mind.
I actually didn't hear what he said. It
Then
lagged
we're
out
not
at that
going
point.
to tell you until you listen to this.
But you will
damn.
listen once you start editing. So
You don't need to edit
Of
this
course.
out.
yes,
Like lollipop, lizard, peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
peanut butter lollipop lizard sex time. Woo!
Goat fucking.
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler.
Oh, hi there. How are you,
You
doing
might-
today?
Jesus, you might not want to punch TJ just yet.
Why is that? Sorry, what?
Why are you talking like an NPC?
Okay, that was
Go down to the
NPC
gorge and
voice.
get me some fruits. My cats are hungry.
My cats are hungry. Can you go
You
down
get
and get some?
40
for me?
XP and
Yeah.
In a
a
world
golden sword.
where Tyler is an NPC and Luis is
Hello
an
there.
angry podcast host,
Oh,
One
hi,
man,
Louise. You're an angry podcast
known as
host.
Jay, is there to eat his pizza and then stop TJ from doing this stupid thing.
Starring Rob Schneider.
In Rob Schneider, an NPC, a podcast host, a guy who stops a person from doing. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You just need
I
the
just
ice cream.
realised.
Can Rob Schneider play Tyler?
No.
Please.
And Tyler plays himself.
Oh,
is
we don't need
as
to know
me.
that.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so special
Do that on
question
your
segment.
spare time. Come on.
You
I
want to do
just
the
realised
question?
that TJ
Louis?
and Jay's names rhyme. It's taken
Yes,
me a very
Jay
long
rhymes
time.
with A.
Good job, Tyler.
So,
It's taken me a
great
very
deduction.
long time. Okay. Considering
I am too sober this podcast.
yeah, considering this is the emergency one, I think that Louise shouldn't go da 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 da.
oh
She
no, I
should
have
do it
something else
backwards.
planned.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, if you want to do it, okay. But
Add.
Come on, baby.
in honor of the John Williams and Halo and all that stuff related to intros, how about questions?
Okay, that was
Slow
much louder
The
than I
Gregorian
expected.
question info. Wait, isn't that kind of like that? Like Tyler, you made that like really creepy version of the question thing, didn't you?
Oh right, the yes.
Yeah, we could use that in the background.
Oh.
Which is pretty much myself in backwards in slow motion, isn't it?
It.
Actually,
with
I
an
don't even
echo.
think it's backwards. It's just with a pull stretch filter. That's it.
It's really,
really?
creepy.
It sounds like one of those scenes where they show the desert, you know?
I still have that on my desktop.
I might have that somewhere too.
I would just like to point out, you guys have used both your questions already. No, I'm joking.
No, we haven't.
Questions. You both asked me a question.
Okay.
Do we want to go
on the order of introduction? So me, Tyler, TJ, and Jay.
No, you.
No, I wasn't
me,
next.
Tyler, and Jay.
Yeah, I said introduction, but I meant like the sound booth. Although I don't
Jay's
have a
above you.
question. You know what? So maybe we should do Jay, me, Tyler, and TJ. I need to think of a question.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I need to come up with one.
How about me go first, because I've got a question prepared.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
You're not allowed to pick your own country. Okay? Prefacing this. You're not allowed to pick your own country.
North
What's
Korea.
your favorite flag?
Oh god,
Besides your
is
own?
this going back to the thing you were doing the other week as far as designing country flags for somebody for whatever reason?
Oh god, yes. But yeah, what's your favorite flag?
America, which is not the United States of America. It is a totally different one.
It's apostrophe America.
With biceps and guns.
I was gonna say my favorite flag is the lollipop lizard Brazilian flag I made.
Yes.
Well, can we have real countries?
God
That
damn
is a
it,
real.
Tyler.
It's
Yes,
a
that is,
country of lollipop.
The Democratic
Lollipop
Republic
lizard
of
peanut
Peanut
butter
Butter
sex.
Lollipop Lizard Sex Time.
It's actually got a government and the president and everything.
Yes.
And it's just Luis on an
Oh,
island.
if I must pick
Yes.
a real flag,
Oh god.
Oh.
I would probably go with either the Japanese flag or the the Irish flag, just because I'm part Irish.
Well,
Ooh.
I gotta be honest, and I know it may sound a bit cliche, but I find the UK flag pretty cool looking.
Damn straight.
Shut up. You know what? I'm gonna
Someone's
change my
playing to the editor.
answer. But yeah, either that or the Canada one. I also find it cool.
Oh, Canada.
Mine would probably be Estonia, because if you actually look into the history of the potential reason why it was made the way it is, it's got like a blue at the top, black in the middle, and white at the bottom. The reason why it was set out like that, apparently, was because of a black forest. So all the trees are black, and they got a picture of it on Wikipedia in the winter. So the ground is covered with snow, the sky is blue, and the trees are black, and it looks just like their flag. And that's rumored like where it was based on, and I thought that was fucking awesome when I figured that out. I was like, oh yeah, it kind of does look like their flag. How many other flags are like that can kind of resemble a location of theirs besides Cyprus, which is just their country's outline? I don't know. Estonia's gay. I bored everyone.
Shout out to Estonia.
Yeah, shout out.
Hey, do you have any listeners from Estonia?
Not that I know of. I checked.
Hey,
I don't
Estonia.
see any.
Estonia. Hey, Estonia.
God.
I bet
Hi.
we have some listeners from Colorado who are Estonians.
Hey.
Boo!
What?
Exactly.
I probably should have gone Estonians or something. Whatever.
So, anyone else has questions?
That was the worst, most bad, awkward silence. It's
You
like
have no idea.
everyone's heart was just breaking.
I caused so many awkward silences. It's not even funny. It literally isn't funny.
But this one is definitely a record.
If it makes you feel better, I actually just really hurt my tongue by biting it accidentally, so that's why I wasn't talking.
Maybe you did this because the joke was so bad.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to talk, I need a reason.
He tried to bite off his tongue so he wouldn't have to respond.
Oh god.
Let's see. I still haven't gone, have I? I would say continue the North Korean flag, but no. It's tough. I'm partial to two of them. One is the Canadian flag. I mean, it's just simple. It's a leaf, for God's sake. I feel like it was just going to be originally a red and white flag, and a leaf just fell on the press, or just landed on it when someone was making the flag, and like, oh, that looks kind of cool. I'm gonna put it on. And then the obvious one, for the glory of the homeland, Mother Russia. But not the traditional Russian flag, the Soviet Russian flag.
Oh.
Hammer and sickle.
The red one with the yellow hat. Yeah, gosh.
In Soviet
Yeah,
Russia.
commie.
Whoa, hey now.
I'm just kidding. I just find the word commie
you
funny.
fascist pig.
We don't need to deal with this homogeny. You fucking...
Hegemony.
Oh, yeah. Fuck it. Never mind.
Pajamanamanus? What?
There's different ways of pronouncing it, isn't there? Or I just fucked up the word, and that's another word I can't say.
Nah, you just messed it up.
Ah, great. Fantastic.
Well, there's
Anyone else got any other
homogeneous.
questions?
But that's a biological term.
Homogeneous? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now I know what it is.
Heterogeneous. A hegemony is a type of...
Yeah. German.
So any other questions?
That's a discourse of power. What? Yeah, what?
I'm trying to think of something here.
Oh, good, because I thought I disconnected.
No.
It's that quiet.
No.
Oh, dear.
I'm
Okay.
trying to set you guys up, but in a way that I won't set myself up. That's kind of hard.
Okay,
Oh, that's just immediately going to make us think outside of the box.
Yes.
Alright, I have one. It's might be kind of interesting. If you had one day left to live, like the world would keep going on without you, but you would just do whatever you want, what would you do?
Record it.
Kill everyone.
Whoa.
Wow.
Well,
Oh.
that's not my actual answer, but when you think about that, if you knew that you had one day to live, so you had there were going to be no repercussions or consequences for your actions, because you were going to be dead.
Yeah, and it's not like you have like cancer or something. Like you just found out that, well, tomorrow the alien's gonna come down and you're getting sacrificed to them.
Yeah.
You know.
I probably wouldn't do anything different. I'd probably just go about a regular day, because if I tried to make it special, it just makes it probably worse for everybody around me. If I knew, and I was the only person that knew that I had one day to live, I'd just go about it the same way, because if I told everybody, hey, I just found out, everybody's going to get really sad, and it's going to be even worse to go through that day, because everybody else is just going to be... You wouldn't really be able to do anything, because everyone's going to come see you, etc., etc. You'd never really be able to actually have a moment of peace to think.
Wow. Way to be selfless.
I would want to spend at least... Do we get the night as well?
Let's say 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. 24 hours.
Ugh, that'd suck.
Okay.
Okay, not 12 a.m., but whatever time you wake up to that time the next day.
All right. I would want to spend it with, some company at night with a lady. Just being honest here. I mean, you're pretty much going to
You'd
die.
shag all day, that's what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, pretty much. I mean, no,
Orgy.
but
Death
I would
by
be trying to
snooze.
prepare an orgy.
So apparently- Ladies out there listening to the Shifty Key Podcast, let's just pretend Tyler has one day to live. Look him up.
Wink.
Yeah, let's not.
He's in
single,
reading England.
ladies, and this is why.
He's just going to edit this whole part out.
No, I'm going to keep it in now. I'm proud of it.
Maybe he's going to
Black
put it
Sheep.
on the beginning of the podcast,
You gotta own it.
before the PSA.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was going to say, should I just turn that into a dating simulator for him?
Yeah.
This episode of the
No.
Shifty Key Podcast is brought to you by DateTyler.com.
We throw him under the bus, and then we present him to you.
But I can imagine someone going oh, that's actually cool. Let's see what this Tyler's like. And then it'll get to this part. And then it'll just be like, I don't know if I like Tyler anymore. My opinion of him sucks, especially when he said about preparing an orgy. It's going to be your last day. Like, tell me, brothers, men here, gentlemen, who wouldn't want to do that on their last day? Come on! Even women probably, well, actually, probably not.
Well, I feel like that would take a while to organize. And you might not get what you were expecting. You might not get out of it what you're asking for.
Oh yeah, there's always Plan B, which is just having one good night with one woman. Not goats. That would be like that would be the plan gone so wrong that I might as well just kill myself.
Death by snoo by goats.
Oh. Well. In my case...
Fuck goats? Oh, okay.
No, shut up.
Was easy.
Wow. I'd probably just sing and dance to Peanut Butter Jelly Time in some public places until I got kicked out. You go to the supermarket and go like, it's peanut butter jelly time, and until people get annoyed and kick you out. That would be awesome. And maybe the whole banging people part. Banging chicks.
See?
While listening to Peanut Butter Jelly Time. Peanut Butter Jelly Time. That wouldn't be weird at all. Shut up.
The music. Peanut butter
you know nothing about the art of seduction.
Like, would you be doing it in a banana suit?
Yes.
Is he gonna run around like Gavin from the Gary's mod?
Minimation?
Oh, that was great.
I could just imagine.
That'd be perfect.
I could just imagine, like, they're getting on, whatever, this, that, and the other. They're having a good time. And probably like 5 minutes into it, Lewis just turns around and goes, "Oh, by the way, it's Peanut Butter Jelly!" Let's start yelling it.
No. Louise takes the girl into the room. He's got nothing on. He's like, all right, let's just turn out the lights, make this romantic. And then she doesn't notice. He puts on the suit. He starts going at it. And then about 5 minutes in, the freaking disco ball drops out of the ceiling and Peanut Butter Jelly starts playing. And she realizes he's been wearing a banana suit the whole time.
That's going to be something hard to disguise. A banana suit.
Oh man. But the primary plan would be to get kicked out of public places while, singing this in Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
You would just want to, like, it sounds like you would want to get as many YouTube viral videos going as possible. I may be dead, but my god, this will get 1 million views.
Dead guy.
The memories of me shall live forever.
Dead guy
or
video.
until the next viral video comes up.
Dead Peanut Butter Jelly guy video goes viral. News at 11.
Like someone runs your channel for you and shit.
Yes, and people will go like, "Yeah, man, I'm a bouncer at club. I at Club Golden Goat, and I kicked out that dude, and then the dude starts crying. It's like, I kicked out that guy, and goddamn, man, that was the best dance ever. But it's my job, man. It's my job. People are like really emotional because they kicked out the peanut butter jelly guy out. And I said the word "out" twice, 3 times.
But it would go viral after that day.
Yes, I know. And then people would get interviewed.
You would be dead already.
That would be kind of sad. Like, people would see in the comments, would be like, didn't that guy die? Oh my god, that guy's dead. And then it gets more views because people are like, look at the dead guy.
Troll comments.
That guy died of a broken heart. Loser.
Imagine more troll comments like, "Oh, why hasn't this guy done more things, man? I've been waiting for months."
No,
this guy's dead.
Until Thriller.
He died before the channel was made. Like, he made these videos specifically for that.
I can just imagine, like, the first day the video comes out, one of the first comments, "Go kill yourself." Then, like, 3 weeks later, he's like,
"Oh, wow.
Now I feel like shit."
Wow.
It's funny that we're talking like this, but if this was a real life thing, this would be more sensitive, but because it's hypothetically about Luis, we don't care.
Of course, and that would never be the actual thing I'll do in my last day of living. I guess.
I guess. Well, I hope not.
I
That'd be
cannot
sad.
neither confirm or deny that. Let's just leave it at that. By the way, note to self, buy a banana suit.
You
For
never know
future
when it'll come in
references.
handy.
Banana suit with built-in disc player and
Handy,
speakers.
Because
Hey,
Banana hand?
after TJ's
Hand
idea
banana?
of hooking up with a banana suit, I don't know. That might,
I'm
people
sure
might-
there are websites where you can get that done.
yeah,
easily.
there might be chicks into it. Who knows? Bananaphilia. What the
Oh
fuck?
god.
Yeah. Well, I guess
And I
I'll-
was
I'm afraid to Google that.
banana file.
I was kind of
Bananaphile.
worried about my. I was kind of worried about how I represented myself earlier, saying that on my last day on Earth, if I knew it was my last day, I'd be trying to prepare an orgy. He's just legitimately said that he wants a banana suit. Ladies, come on. Now, come on. You're
Wait.
into the banana suit.
I'm sorry, Tyler, you were saying? I was searching for
What?
Bananaphile on Google.
God damn it. But, like. Never mind. I was just saying how
No,
your
say it.
thing is much weirder than mine.
Is it though?
Yeah, like I can imagine a lot of people would. Never mind. Just, who's got
Well-
another question?
Well, okay. I guess I won't answer my own question.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
I
you
see
did
how it
answer
is.
yours. Go. You answer
Go.
yours. I forgot.
Well, I'm gonna
I
take it
forgot.
back from the weird and go into a depressing one. One of my things I'm worried about, especially since a lot of my closest friends are online, and they only talk to me they only know I'm alive because I talk to them every day. So I'd be afraid that I would die and everybody would just think that I just disappeared off the face of the planet one day without wondering what happened to me. And I don't know. I'd want to let everybody know just so they wouldn't wonder.
Yeah, warn everyone.
That's the thing I was talking to my sister, I guess, about the other day. Was it my sister? I can't quite remember. But, the sort of thing that...
You guess it's your sister.
Yeah, I'm not sure who I talked about this, but, that people
did your sister
die,
very well.
and then they're... What? Well, anyway, people...
This is where you said, "I guess it's my sister." I was like,
Oh,
really?
yeah,
You couldn't
okay, I
differentiate
get
the
it.
difference. Never mind.
No, shut up. Just kidding.
Put them tish. Okay.
People die, and sometimes their Facebook profiles are still up, and people don't know the password to get rid of those. So, a serious answer for this question, I would probably let someone know my passwords for stuff, so they could notify my friends who I don't see face to face on a regular basis. That is a serious answer. I'll leave something.
I wouldn't want to give people. Oh, sorry. You continue. Sorry.
No, yeah, I don't know. Maybe something on my let's go. Hey, so these are my passwords. Tell people I got caught
To
or
social
something.
media and things like that.
Yeah. And erase the account because no use for it.
I
Or put
wouldn't-
RIP in front of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't give anyone my passwords because, come to think of it, you got an extra day. You can warn people what's going to happen.
Oh yeah. In this case,
So
yes.
you can just turn around and go, okay, then Facebook, guys, I'm going to die tomorrow. Haha, lol. Reads to Speak Journal. RIP is me. And then they
With a
know you're
GIF.
dead.
Or with a GIF.
Thank you. I was about to go. No, never mind. But yeah, I can imagine my RT journal being really fucking random. If that was the case, I knew I was going to die. I'd be like, "This is sad, but I'm going to go out on a good note. Always look on the rose side of life." Quoted in there somewhere.
This is actually making me sad.
It is
Yeah.
actually making
Oh,
me
no.
sad as well.
Part 2 of my answer. Gonna get me some fuck on.
So what?
That might be the most white thing I have ever heard in my life.
Fuck on? Wait,
I can
Tyler, please
understand.
edit that
No. I can understand
No,
if
no,
you were gonna
no,
say,
no.
"I'm gonna get my drink on. I'm gonna get my fuck on." What?
fuck on?
It's
That's like a
fucking
horrible
off.
80s infomercial for the clapper. Fuck on. Fuck off, the fucker.
The fucker.
I just made a fool of myself on a podcast. Way to go.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
I just said I wanted an orgy, and then I realised how bad that could have
40
sounded out of
something
context.
episodes in, and only now you realize that.
Look on the bright side, it's an emergency podcast, and it's like an hour through, so a lot of people might not even make it this far.
Yeah.
That means everyone's gonna make it this far.
Audience,
this one
please
time.
tell me you guys listen to the fuck on part.
All right, so now it's Luis and Jay have to give us a
Hashtag
question.
fuck on.
God damn it.
Hashtag fuck on.
Sorry. I'm gonna make that the tag.
Please do. We'll get a link to a bunch of porn stuff, like on the
Oh yeah,
related
that actually
videos.
might not be a good idea.
Or maybe it will, I don't know.
Nah.
Might help with the banana suit plan. Anyway,
This isn't your last day on Earth. Didn't even think that way.
well, you know, but there's always... I'm gonna shut up now.
Good.
So, I can't think of a good question. God damn it. Jay, you have anything?
You had
Not
fucking
as of yet.
ages. You guys have had ages to think of
I
something.
know,
I've had
but-
ages, but that doesn't mean that. I mean, I could go with a joking route. I could go with a serious question. There are various options here, especially given I'm trying to think because we've had some silly ones, we've had some serious ones.
I don't know. What are you
Okay,
thinking?
okay,
What's the
I got it.
highest? Oh, here we go.
I think I got it. Okay, so since this is a lads only podcast, at least this recording, I think it's fine if I ask the question like this. Let's say you guys can get the powers of your favorite superheroes, but you need to give up one testicle for them. Would you do it?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
I mean, it's still the other one's still kicking, so what's the problem?
Well, that was
man.
that was fast.
I mean, would you not give up your testicle that quick, Louise?
I don't know, to be honest.
Why? Okay, here's the question. Why do you want to
Wow.
keep them both?
Well, to be honest, I'm no expert, and that.
I am a ball doctor.
But aren't there like disadvantages of having a single testicle?
Didn't Lance Armstrong have one testicle?
Well, yeah, he got one ripped off because of cancer or something, wasn't
I
it?
was gonna say. but
Well,
you see where
I
that
don't
one's
think
going.
cancer literally ripped off his testicle. It probably had to be removed by a doctor
Well, yeah, that's what I
during
meant.
surgery.
God, that sounds painful as fuck. Can you imagine a doctor just ripping off a testicle? Ah.
He comes into the ER. He's like, "Doc, my balls hurt." And he's like, "Well, let's see. We might have
Oh.
to do surgery." And he's like, "When's that gonna happen?" "Right now."
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna check my testicles. I mean, to be honest, that question. I mean, yeah, it's gonna suck not having, both the pair there.
But,
There you
but
go.
when it
But
comes time
get
that you
a
really need
superpower.
them, when it
Yeah.
comes time that you need them, you'll be all set. You
Yeah, I
got
mean-
one left.
Exactly.
That there's enough fertilizer in there to
Enough stuff.
plow the fields, if you know what I mean.
I
You guys
thought
are
of a
actually
bad
using
rhyme.
euphemisms to talk about
I
jizz.
thought of a really
Alright,
bad
well-
rhyme.
We were okay. 5 minutes ago or more, we were just talking about Tyler shagging all day, and now we're using sexual euphemisms of farming.
Yeah.
This thing, I got nothing.
Well, we have to we have to
Tyler,
consider
can you read
Tyler's
that,
sister.
please.
We have to consider Tyler's sister who listens to this, and now gets to listen to her brother talking about being in an orgy.
I've actually got a thought about this. I forgot about that.
That
So, Tyler,
But
can I
that
read
edit
what you
feature,
wrote?
Man.
Yeah, sure.
That was awesome. Tyler wrote, "Enough stuff for the muff."
God damn it. Anyway, I didn't think about my little sister listening to this, but now coming to think about it,
Coming.
no, don't even make it. It's
Jizz.
related to my sister. That's disgusting.
Oh
Um,
my.
But what I am gonna say is, I'm also, when this gets released, I should be over at my hometown. So I'll be able to say, look, little sis, you don't want to listen to the second half of this one.
You don't want to listen to any of this one.
She's listening to the podcast and then just looks over to you. Like, what
She
the
slowly lifts her
fuck?
head from the computer, stares at me, he's like, you're no longer my brother. I'm
I'm telling Mom.
I know exactly. I'm telling Mom.
He's like, hey, Mom, listen to this.
To be honest, I would kind of own it, but now that I've said that, my little sister's probably going to do this. That would be an experience.
Hey, Tyler's little sister. Do whatever Tyler says not to do all the time.
No, because she probably listens to you more than I would. Wait, no, more than she would listen to me. Wait, sentence made no sense in my head.
It's kind of weird knowing that Tyler's sister is listening to me.
Well, not right now, but she will be. So
Well, she's listened to me
TJ.
before. She's listened to all of us.
Use her head.
Use your head, man. I mean, she doesn't know when this is recorded, so it could be months down the line. I mean, probably going to be
Comes
released.
out
Tyler's
tomorrow.
sister.
It's probably going to be released December the 28th, if you know what I mean. I mean, wait, what?
Was there a sexual innuendo in December 28th?
No, he's
Did I
trying
just
to.
predict when it come out? Oh my god. This is where I was dead wrong, and it comes out in February.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
I
that-
want to prove you wrong, Tyler.
Comes out in July.
No, we forget we recorded it.
I just realized I was still holding the button.
That's why I stopped talking. Anyway. Well. I think that question was answered, by the way, the testicle one, by everyone but Luis.
I did
Would
answer.
you give up
I said I don't know. Wait,
That's not an answer. Yes or no?
okay, let me think. Well, here's the thing. Under the condition that there would be no, like, really, really bad side effects, like infertility and shit, yeah.
Well, we still
the
got
way-
enough stuff for the month. Ah!
Enough so for the month. That's awesome, man. We should put that on a t-shirt.
No, I don't want to be
Yes,
associated
please,
with
please.
it.
Also, in case you guys accepted it, which it seems like you did, what superhero would that be like? Which powers would those be?
The power to stop time, undoubtedly.
Well, I was thinking more of a specific superhero, but okay.
I'm sure a superhero out there has used that somewhere. Bernard from Bernard's Watch, which I don't even think was put out in Brazil or USA, so yeah. Everyone from England's nodding their heads, but no. Not you guys.
Probably the Green Lantern. I can fly.
You can make a
channel-
second testicle for yourself.
Pretty
Now-
much.
Now, could it be like any like
The green
power,
testicle.
like from anything, or does it specifically have to be like a superhero's power from some comic book universe?
Yeah, I was thinking more of that, but it doesn't really have to be a comic book. But
'Cause-
I was... What?
I mean, it would still be a cool power to have, but it's not necessarily a superhero power.
Which would be?
Think I would like earthbending from the Avatar series.
Yeah, that's like a superhero power, sort of. It's specific to a character, that's the point here.
Well, it's not specific to a character because like a lot of people in the universe have earthbending.
Yeah, well, the Green Lantern is, like, there's a bunch of Green Lanterns, so that counts.
Well,
I keep on forgetting that there's more than one.
In my case, it would be the Spider-Man's powers, and according to the Spider-Verse storyline that's going on, which is awesome, by the way, there's a buttload of Spider-Mans in different universes, so guess it kind of counts like that as well. So, yeah.
but anyway, the reason I say earthbending is because you get earthbending and you get metal bending, which is like you can bend metal and do whatever you want with it.
And you can scream and have long hair. And be all like black leather.
Just
That
imagine
too,
that with
I guess,
much longer
suppose.
hair. Sorry.
Alright then, so Jay, you're up.
Sorry, one sec before Jay starts. You know when I screamed like that? My jaw clicked. It really hurt.
That must suck.
Unlike you, my jaw clicks all the time for some reason.
Oh, God.
I probably have a fucked up jaw. Who knows?
It's because of the podcast. Oh no, we're going to talk like this soon.
I'm Tyler, and I like to talk in a British accent.
I'm Floridian. Sorry, Florida.
Floridian.
Floridian. I'm from Texas. Sorry, I'm not even going to say state.
Texarkana.
Texarkana.
That's what I was thinking. Texarkana.
That's my American accent, by the way. It's incredibly racist, and I'm sorry. To every USAian.
Being racist
It's
again.
racist when somebody says something about America, but we can say whatever we want about every other country because we're America.
You guys make British voices all the time, so I get to take the piss out of at least one of your states, right? I just didn't want to take the piss out of Texas. That's like the only voice that I can stereotypically do. Besides Utah, I guess. But
it's
that's
not
kind
even
of standard.
Texas. Like Texas is it's just a southern accent. Like I'm sure there is a specific difference between Texas and other states, but in general, it just sounds all southern to me. And I'm from the South.
Wow. Oh, okay. It's fine. Yeah.
Although a lot of people say Florida isn't technically the South because it's where all like the old people from the North come.
You sure you wanted to end your sentence like that?
That
Where all the people from the North come?
I don't care. It's true like that as well.
Must be sticky.
It is very sticky.
I don't want to go to Florida anymore.
It's hot and wet.
It's hot and wet.
Ow.
Ugh, God.
Okay, so Jay, how about that question that we kept cutting you off from?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. Because, I mean, how do you follow up with that?
There's the question, ladies and gentlemen. No, just...
Yes, no. Good night, everybody. No. My question is, it's looking ahead to the future. I mean, obviously, I love to do that with my last question, thinking about, your favorite Christmas gift. RTX. Because apparently the RTX 2015 forums have been opened already. So, with that being said, what do you want to see at RTX? Even if you're not going, what do you want to see, and what do you not want to see?
I want to see Ego Raptor, Ninja Sex Party, Game Grumps, Starbomb, maybe even JonTron turn up, but that probably won't happen on the same day. But if that happens,
you get most of that. I mean, that happened last year.
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome. It was so funny watching their Cards Against Humanity stream with each other. Like, I caught only a little bit of it, and I have not laughed that hard in ages. Sorry for the sake I'm on the podcast. I should be laughing at my own stuff, but I'm not.
I think that what I want to see more of at RTX is more community stuff. Like this year, they had the community panel. Like they had some big figures from the community. I think it'd be cool if they had, I don't know, community forum, like a I don't know, a room where people I don't even know. Just some more community stuff would be awesome.
Does it have to be for this RTX?
Well, I would say for this upcoming. I mean, or just in general.
You could think of something for RTX 2030.
I got one.
I got one too.
Ride the space elevator over
The Shifty
Texas.
Keys panel.
Yes.
No.
We're all going to be there.
Yes.
Have our own panel.
That'd be awesome, man.
Jim and Vic can run the panel.
Well, we're all doing what? Going and getting autographs?
No, if
No.
this is what was happening, then, the whole crew would be there. Come on, TJ. American Dream.
Wait, can I hide in the crowd and then specifically set off a theme song to start off as I'm walking up to it?
Yes, we're all going to be sitting down there like a bunch of boring assholes. And then you, Tyler, you get to put on the theme music and come into the room filled with roaring crowds of 30 people.
I'm going to come in and people are going to be screaming and throwing their arms up and down and shit like that. And
the rest of us are just sitting up on the panel with our arms crossed.
I'm going to walk in like a proper wrestler intro, and just stand on the table and just flex. No, I want this shit to happen. I can imagine it now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's my answer for something I would like to see in the future. A Shifty Key panel.
So, okay.
What
about the other half? What do any of you not want to see? Maybe something you saw in the videos for the previous years, or you saw live. Personally, no more fuck train.
Why?
Just please.
What's up with the fuck train?
I think didn't they really only do that this year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Leave a theme for 1 year is 1 year. This year, please get something different.
Well, what was up with the fuck train? I have no idea.
It was done. I mean, it was done to absolute. That's the thing. Is this for me personally? I love seeing the community so involved. Not get me wrong. I love seeing how Rooster Teeth brings people together with silly things. But I mean, I could only. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me getting old and cranky and getting closer to get off my lawn stage of being an adult. But I could only tolerate so many times hearing somebody yell, "Mock Nut!" before I wanted to beat them to death.
Oh, yeah.
I guess now you know how Ray feels.
Maybe
a little bit.
Weren't they working on, like, a lot of what they were doing during the last RTX was promoting Laser Team, right? Like, that seemed to be their big... I think I'll look forward to, with this next RTX, them going back to just focusing on, the event. I mean, I'm glad I support Laser Team to the fullest. It's just I kind of got a little tired of like everything being like, and our Laser Team. I forget what website they're using, but our Laser Team backer thing is up to 1.2 million, and let's talk about our stretch goals more. That was kind of annoying, and it got a little old. And it'll be nice to see them go back because. The first RTX I ever saw was 2013, I think. Yeah, I watched RTX 2013 on the live stream, and that was so much fun just to watch, and that really made me want to go. So naturally, I didn't go in 2014 because I have no money. But I would love to see more of the fun stuff that had in 2013. So yeah.
I've got two. First one, I think everyone would agree. No more fire alarm issues. No,
at this point, it's going to become a yearly tradition.
On that note, seriously, props to the Guardians. Just, I mean, if you're a Guardian out there listening, or if you were one, hands up, in a round of applause for them, because that has to be. You sign up to have a little fun, to get to be involved behind the scenes, and then on your first day, you have to help evacuate 10,000 people out of a building. That's a hell of a first day resume.
That's crazy thinking about it. Yeah, 10,000 people. Fuck.
And a lot of those people, think about it, they didn't want to leave. I know, there were people that worked there as far as, convention, not staff, but people that, were vendors and whatnot. I know of a couple of them without naming names. They refused to leave. How do you deal with that? As a Guardian, that's tough.
God, PSA for everyone out there: if you hear a fire alarm, then leave the building. Don't be an ass. Like, even if like a celebrity you've always wanted to see is in the building next to you, you never know. That room could be on fire. The doorway.
They could already be dead.
Maybe. I didn't want to go there.
Sorry.
But I was like, there's no point, because what happens if it is real? And I know everyone's like, oh, they're never real. It's like, yeah, but what happens if the one that you don't leave the building for is real? Then you look like a giant idiot and probably are going to struggle to keep yourself alive, which is never fun.
But that's where the Shifty Key Podcast comes in to save the day.
God, I'm not a great firefighter, guys. But with my superpower and one testicle, I might be able to help.
The one testicle makes a difference?
Well, you have to give up
the
a testicle.
He's
going to threaten to let people with his testicle if they don't leave.
It's a superpowered testicle.
Yeah, I had to give up a testicle to have that superpower, so it's relevant.
That's true.
It's actually the source of his power. If his testicle goes,
the source of the power.
It's like his kryptonite.
So if you have his other testicle, he's weakened.
I'm not going to have his other testicle. I don't know. I don't
Before
care.
we get into talking...
If that's what it takes to get superpowers as Tyler's other testicle, I'm going to pass. I'm going to be normal. Or as normal as I can
No,
be.
that's not how you get the superpower. That's how you take away Tyler's. You have to get his testicle closer to him.
You have to give it back.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just had a very vivid mental image of some random guy, just Tyler standing there delivering like a monologue to an evildoer, and TJ, I'm just going to use you for example. You're just creeping up behind him, like holding a nut in your hand, trying to get it close to him.
Tyler's just like backing away, like, get it away from me.
My testicle senses are tingling.
Yeah, I was going to say, it gets close to him, and all of a sudden Tyler just doubles over and curls up in the fetal position.
I just sneak it in his back pocket.
And then he sits down, he belvedere himself.
Oh, that would hurt.
Before my
What if you could
connection
still
makes
feel the nut, even though it wasn't attached anymore?
I don't know. Just works.
Before my connection makes it impossible for me to hear what's going on because it keeps on cutting you guys in and out. The second thing I was going to say for the RTX thing. Sorry if that was a major buzzkill. I don't know when I came in. I don't know if I cut anyone off. I apologize.
Oh no, you're totally fine.
For the second thing, I want to hear less of the obvious. I understand people are awkward when they ask questions, because these people, you're fans of them. But I want to hear less very obvious stuff when people go up to ask a question.
Can I get a job at the Shifty Key Podcast?
Yeah, stuff like that, and the...
No. You can get a job when we get a job working here.
No, it always gets me when someone goes, I'm a huge fan, and it's like, well, of course you are, because you kind of bought tickets to go to their thing. I mean, feel free to say, you guys are fucking awesome, and then carry on with your question, but... There's a lot of people that, they take a long time. And I understand it's awkward. And these guys are probably introverted and stuff like that. But if you thought of your question, just fucking own it. And just be like, oh, yeah, what do you guys think of this? Oh, by the way, you guys are cool. That would get it out of the way so much quicker than, I think you guys are cool. Can I get a job? And...
Also, please don't, say anything about your virginity.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody remember that guy?
Happened?
Yeah, that happened.
One guy walked up to the mic and he was like, I just want to thank you guys. It was your reason I lost my virginity to my now ex-girlfriend. Like, he literally made it twice as awkward in the same sentence.
Oh, remember that.
No, see, I think, to me, I'm on the other side of the fence. That is owning it. If he hadn't mentioned that it was his ex, I would be cool with, I want to thank you guys because of you guys and your hilarity. I lost my virginity thanks to you.
Yeah, that's
You're
funny.
Awesome.
But then he added the ex thing. And it went from being not as awkward to quadruple awkward.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Can you imagine, thanks to you guys, I lost my virginity? Oh, well, but how did that work? Well, I don't know. One day I laughed so hard I jizzed myself.
Wow. All right, I will tell you one thing I do want to see, because I did mention things I don't. I want to see more options available this year as far as the VIP stuff versus the autographs. I know for me personally, a lot of people got to do a lot of things. Because of that fire alarm, I missed out on a lot of stuff on day one because I was waiting to go see... I did one panel, tried to get an autograph, I missed that, and then I just kind of milled around the floor waiting for Master Pancake Theater. Well, the bomb threat ruined that, or the fire alarm, I should say. The second day, I got Jeff, Griffin, and Millie's autograph, and that was cool, but that was really the only thing I could do. I only ended up going to 2 panels and one autograph by the end of it, because it was so hard to wait in lines. Because if you wanted to get an autograph, you had to be basically in line for 2 to 3 hours. I'd love to see... I know they're busy. I know it's only a 3-day thing. I'd just love to see different options this year for either... VIPs, maybe pay more to get some certain VIPs get one thing, maybe a higher tier gets another. Because if they offer more VIPs, that would be tough. Because you saw how few seats you had for that.
Personally, if I were at RTX, I would be kind of pissed off. I don't like that the majority of their contact with fans has to be during signing. I feel like that's... I know it's not their fault. It's just the way it goes. People want autographs, and then it evolves into, they have to control it somehow instead of stopping the VIPs. But I just wish people didn't have to stop and, have autographs every time. It'd be cool if they're like, they could just have like meet and greets or something. Like have, I don't know. Like, I know they've done that before. Like, they did that back when it was a smaller convention. But now that it's 10,000, maybe if they just had like a time, like, line it up like a panel. We can only fit this many people in the room, and we're gonna have a meet and greet with the podcast crew. Send the next group in. Time's up.
Yeah, it's I really want to go to RTX at some point. I really wanted to go to the last one, but the planning just didn't work at all. But that's one of the things that it's kind of a turn off, sort of, kinda-ish. Because if I went there and I had to wait for 3 hours to get just an autograph from like one of the guys from Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter and stuff, I don't know, it just seems like I'd miss a lot of stuff. And if I went to RTX, like the amount of money I would have to spend on that, I would really like to enjoy the event more, like to see my community friends,
Yeah. I wouldn't want to spend it all waiting in line.
Although, like, really, if I managed to get out of there with an autograph by the Founding Fathers, or at least Jeff and Bernie, that would be like, okay, this was totally worth it. But, again, 3 fucking hours?
Unless you became a podcast story because your mom kept calling you.
Yeah. God damn it, Mom!
No, Mom, come on. Just 1 second. Close. Mom's calling again.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Sorry, I gotta
I hear
go.
him whisper, "God damn it, Mom."
But yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a crowded event and all, but yes, TJ, you do get a point. Maybe they could, try to think of other ways to do it, but it's understandable,
Yeah.
I think they probably sat around this year and had a nice long discussion about ways to combat that, because it was really tough. I mean, like we said, thank the Guardians for all their hard work, but there were some things, especially the autographs and the lines. I think even they were overwhelmed.
Yeah, like you asked what we would not like to see. I think that's one of the things. Like maybe
Cues.
How can I word this? Yeah, maybe a little less bureaucracy. No, that's not quite the word, but try to make this better. The autographs dynamics.
I think I still stick to. I wish it would. I don't blame Rooster Teeth at all. Or the guys there at all. I just wish there could be more. It could be more about the community. I wish. I'm not saying that the guys at Rooster Teeth don't deserve to be praised like celebrities, but I miss like the times when people could just look at them and be like, "Oh, those are really cool guys." I wish I were friends with them. Now people just worship the ground they stand on, and it's
it's
kind of weird. And a lot of those same people are the ones who go to RTX and go up to the mic and start asking, "How can I get a job at working at Rooster Teeth?" without even fully understanding, what is Rooster Teeth. Like, they don't even realize it's a production company. They don't just sit around playing video games.
What?
In fact,
Mind equals blown.
Are you serious?
Like
Yes, I'm completely serious right now.
At Achievement Hunter even mentioned their jobs is like just playing video games all day. I don't know. I find it hard to believe, honestly, because they pump out so much content a week. There's got to be a lot of planning and a lot of editing involved.
Yeah,
even if they get other people in the company to do it, still it's a lot of stuff. So, it's not a bed of roses. I mean, it's probably one of the most awesome jobs ever. But if people think they're just going to play any games, yeah, it's not a game.
It's not all fun and games. It's just games. No fun.
But yeah, if people think it's just playing video games, whether you work at Achievement Hunter or Rooster Teeth itself, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like to be fair on that, a lot of what the main 6 do, so to speak, is pretty much playing video games all day. That doesn't mean that, like you said, there's not a ton of planning, because for the amount of content that they do churn out, even if some of it's delayed by weeks, months, year, that is still a lot of video games being played, no matter
they
what.
They go to work, like they've talked about how, they go to work and they play the same game every day for like a week, and then they hate it, and people wonder, why do you hate this game so much? And it's like, because they've been playing it nonstop for a week. I mean, I've always said that I would like to work at Rooster Teeth, but I've always wanted to be like a video editor or some other job like that. I wouldn't actually want to be one of the cast members, because that job actually seems pretty hard too. Just having to be on all the time.
I think that depends. I mean, I wouldn't, if I were to work, we do kind of work with a production thing. And I enjoy a lot being, the host of the podcast and stuff. So I think maybe acting, it would be fun as well. Like, I wouldn't mind so much having to be on a bunch of stuff.
Ooh.
But I don't know.
Well, maybe I should just say it now. If we are
Acting,
ever
sir.
all together at an RTX, we should make a special Shifty Keys skit.
Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely yes. And so I guess we can wrap it up.
On that bombshell.
I got
Or
one
tiny
question for the audience.
Nuke.
Oh yeah, we do have the question for the audience. So go.
I got one.
Just kidding.
Guess what date did we record this? There you go. That's a good question, right?
I'll give you a tip. It was on an actual day.
It ends in Y.
Happy Valentine's, everyone.
Yay! No.
Halloween.
Can I actually give a tip?
Yes, happy Valentine's Day
This
while we're
was
all here
recorded
single.
in December. There you go.
Well, now they have 30 days to narrow it down from.
Yeah, but
31, TJ.
It was recorded in birth time.
Birth time?
Birthuary.
Birthuary.
Birth deferred.
Burst
What a
the
fur-
third.
Wait,
that
is
one
that
about?
like a
Burst.
delayed?
Burst. Swag.
So apparently, birth deferred is when they induce labor.
Birth deferred.
Oh, and one thing real quick before we go back to that. I would like to say that to get a job at Rooster Teeth, I would give that remaining testicle away.
Or would you give up your superpowers so you could
Nope.
keep your testicle?
Hell no, the Green Lantern playing video games? Shit.
You could actually imagine a video game and then with your ring start playing the video game.
So basically, I'd be a real life Oculus Rift. Yeah.
Hey. Guess what?
People are just walking up to you all the time,
Nobody
giving you
guesses.
their idea, and they're like, "Hey, can you make this video game appear for me?" And you're just sitting there like, "Okay," just holding the
Then you
ring out while they're
broadcast
like
it.
having fun.
No, you
Fine.
broadcast it and you're like, look, this is how shitty your game is.
Alright then. So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Jay, thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah. I had
And-
fun again.
We had fun too. And,
Yeah, fun.
I would say a bunch of other stuff, but you can just listen to that in the outro, which I'm still getting used to. So, until next week, bye.
Take care. Braid your hair.
Bye.
Sorry, I had to end it like that.
Don't use drugs.
Heavy metal. Bye. Tease it.
Oh.
Binge bump.
Taylor's
Diarrhea.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this podcast, that means that we either screwed up or we didn't manage to quite record a podcast given to, holidays and stuff. So this is actually sort of an emergency podcast, pre-recorded and
Doomsday
stuff.
broadcast.
You thought that was a pre-recorded message, didn't you? No, it's just Louise talking very...
Well, technically this whole thing is
Yeah.
pre-recorded.
Yeah, it is.
It was supposed to be a serious warning, goddammit.
It
Okay,
sounded too
so-
much like a pre-record. It sounded too much like you recorded it in advance.
Hang on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Shifty Key Podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have...
Holland Novak.
Sure, what the fuck not?
TDBTyler.
And once again, gracing your ears, it is the majesty that is JayJustice. How you doing? You should have heard the intro that I was going to have for the emergency cast.
Oh, God.
See?
damn.
All right.
We all had intros, and
Yeah, would you like?
Guys, I'm just going to point out something with this recording. Already, it's done it twice now. It's doing that thing... TJ, remember a few podcasts ago where it kept on pausing people's audio? And then playing it like a second later?
fuck.
It's just started doing that. Like, as soon as I started recording, it would just
Does it
be
happen to
silence.
when I was doing the
It happened
warning?
during that, yeah. That's why I cut
God
in.
damn it. You know what? Let's just...
Do we want to
damn it.
switch? Do we want to
Fuck.
switch
Um,
recorders?
Scrap it.
I'd say I'm going to keep the opening of that recording, but can someone else record it? Because if mine's
No,
having
let's
that
just
issue...
start from scratch, because...
No, because the intro was
warning
great!
Yeah, but the warning!
The what? The warning we interrupted that wasn't recorded properly?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, we'll
Why
start
don't
from
we just
there.
why don't we just put the warning at the very beginning of the video? Why does it need to be part of the intro?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to go for.
Well, then
So
we
why
can
did you
record
say
that at
3,
any
2, 1
time.
beforehand?
Because you know when... I just...
See, this is why this is an emergency podcast.
Easter
Apparently,
egg.
Yes.
We may be the only 4
Easter
people
egg.
left on the planet.
So,
Good
here's
plan,
the thing.
TJ.
Do you guys want me to, do it all over again? Then I do another counting. So, I will count first so you know when the PSA starts, and then I'll count.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's doing that thing again.
No, his
Uh,
mic actually cut off.
Yes,
Oh,
I pressed the button
okay.
here. See, I'm talking right now, but now I am. But now I am.
Stop that shit.
That's weird. I was like, wait, I thought my computer broke.
I thought my internet crapped out too.
What I would recommend, I stop recording, but I save the introduction that we had of TJ going into it. Because that was a good
Oh yes,
opening.
that.
But someone else record. Luis, I don't know, you record. And you do straight away, whenever you feel like it, the PSA, and then say 3, 2, 1, we'll do the intro like normal, yeah?
All right.
Okay.